Alright, I'm going to take all the stuff off for this radius rod bushing. I'm trying a new thing from here on out. I'm going to try to get all the tools that I need ready. See how that goes. So this is a 24 millimeter for this, and then these are 13. Pretty straightforward. This should be the easy part. Famous last words. We'll need to reuse those. I think the new radius rod bushing came with a new nut, so that's good. Alright. This is going to give me trouble, so looky there. Had a wrench on me. Alright, that's all those. Now, I could pull this whole radius rod bushing out of here, but I'm not yet. I'm going to take the nut, the weird nut on the other end of the radius rod out in case I don't want this thing flopping all around. In fact, just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and just thread this back on there, just because. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and bust this ball joint loose so that this whole control arm will drop down and I can get to this nut over here with the impact, because that thing fought me on the other side. So the problem is I was backing this nut off and it broke the taper loose from the knuckle, which has never happened to me. I mean, I've never done it on this car, but every car I've ever tried to do ball joints on, that taper is just, it fights you the whole time. You can never get it out of there, and you beat on it, blah, blah, blah. So that kind of took me for a surprise. So on this side, I'm just going to clean up these threads as much as possible so that this nut doesn't fight it as much, hopefully. I mean, I don't know. It's something I can at least try. And then once again, me not having a good set of wrenches, I do have a 7/8 for some reason, and that seems to work on this. So let's see how it goes on this side. God, it's already hard to break loose right off the bat. Holy crap. Seems like they cross-threaded it or something. Why is this so hard to... Obviously they didn't, but... This seems too hard all the way out for even one of those deformed nuts, or whatever you call those lock nuts where they deform them. Now, yeah, I can turn that by hand now. So now I'm going to do the Josh's car corner trick, I guess, where we go like that with a pickle fork. Hopefully. And there goes the nut. Look at the top threads of that. That is not normal, dude. Somebody messed this thing up when they put it on. There's no friggin' way. You'd think a new ball joint would really turn freely in there. So we can just crank this thing on more. And we can't. Okay, I'm going to take these clevis bolts out and let this thing hang down so I can get a better view of it, see what we got going on here. Alright, I'd really like to protect the bottom of that caliper. I think that's pretty good. Okay, now, I don't even know. That obviously ain't gonna do crap. I could pickle fork the bottom, maybe, but probably not. No, I can't even get it to go in there. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Maybe I do have a cold chisel. Let me go look. It's a long shot, but one of these things from the press. I can't even swing on that. Like that. Yeah, I could swing on that. Let me get my glove. Ain't gonna work. I don't even know. Do you need to be framed better? Probably. Like that. You're not really going to get a good view of this if it works, but don't worry, it ain't going to work. Another problem here is that nothing's holding the rotor part up, which is what I need. Can I do that? Damn heavy. Yeah, I can lift this up. Can I get the jack moved though? Yeah, sort of. See, that's kind of where I wish I had the. If I could get the motherfucking jack in place. So I don't know if you saw that or not, but it's out. So what I need to do is get these clevis bolts back in, which I'm going to attempt to do right now. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh boy, the only thing holding this is the tie rod end. That's not great. It's kind of hard to deal with. Oh man, and now my leg's cramping up, so that's pretty sweet. Why don't I just use the jack? Like, come on, man. Work hard, not smart. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that will work. Okay. Probably can't see any of this, but doesn't really matter. Alright, so there's one clevis bolt. And there's a second. Alright. Get this jack on out of here. I don't really care what this... Perfect. Very good. Very good. Everything looks great. Alright, now, I forget what size that is, but I think I've got it over there. This one was not fun. Let's go ahead and just do this now. Should have done it before, didn't. Oh, this is a 30mm axle nut and it fits really well. So, let's do that. Hopefully this will come off easier on this side. Make sure we hold it on there square. Okay. That was actually easier on this side, oddly. Save this washer. It's a different size on this side. Somebody has really messed with this car. It's a really small. What the hell? Who did this to you? What the hell? Okay. That's very strange, but let's see if this is... I'm really pushing the limits on this non-fuel M18 or M12 deal here. Ooh, that's... So on the other side, they were both 19 millimeter. On this side, the head is 16 millimeter, and the nut is 19 millimeter. Alright, so I think I'll just be able to pull this out of there. I don't know why the controller won't just come straight out. Now, is that going to unwedge that? There we go. Boy, that's not good. Alright, control arm. Radius rod. Radius rod bushing. So let me show you what we got going on over here. This is really not good. So this car was in an accident previously, and look at this. It looks like when it happened, it must have ripped the control arm out of the subframe here, and they just welded a washer to the inside of it. That's a washer on the inside. I don't like that. I don't even know, what am I looking at here? Is that a... yeah, so it looks like they did the same thing there. So this little, there's like a tab there. I want to just grind that down because that won't let that go back in. So, well, that's unfortunate. I mean, apart from getting a new subframe for the front of this, a new cradle or whatever you call them, I'm obviously not going to do anything about that. I'm just going to send it. So